Avaritia, Ides, Part 3. The community pool parking lot is chaos under flashing red and blue lights. Parents crying into phones, voices overlapping, panic spilling into the night. Police tape snaps in the wind as officers push people back, repeating the same instructions that no one seems to hear. Sirens echo off nearby buildings, blending into a single overwhelming sound. Across the lot, beneath a broken streetlight that flickers instead of shining, Gage stands alone. He is half in shadow, untouched by the chaos around him, his posture calm and still. The red and blue lights reflect sharply in his unnaturally blue eyes, bright flashes cutting across his face. He doesn't blink. He watches everything with quiet focus. A faint tremor moves through his body, subtle but real. For a brief moment, dark veins ripple beneath his skin, branching like shadows, then fading as if they were never there. Morning arrives too soon. The elementary school classroom is loud with laughter, scraping chairs, and voices calling for attention. Normal life forces itself forward without hesitation. On the paper, a house takes shape. Simple, careful lines. 4 stick figures stand inside, evenly spaced, neatly drawn. One by one, 2 of the figures are crossed out. The marks are deliberate, not angry, not rushed, just final. A teacher slows as she passes, leaning slightly closer with a polite smile meant to reassure. "That's nice, Gage." He doesn't look up. "They don't live there anymore." His voice is flat, certain. The teacher hesitates, unsettled, then straightens and moves on. Antique boardroom, night high above the city, floor-to-ceiling glass. Men and women in tailored suits sit around a polished table. The table of the largest private defense contracting company in the world. Global Tekka TV plays muted news footage. Local swim champion found dead in locker room. A silver-haired man watches closely. "Carmichael, owner and CEO Carmichael. Did you hear what happened last night?" Chris White, board member 5. "Yeah?" "Peter's son Jason was murdered." Rick Mason, board member 3, no suspects. Carmichael leans forward. "Carmichael, how do you do something like that?" "With everyone around. And no one notices?" No one answers. At the police station, fluorescent lights hum overhead, filling the room with a constant draining sound. A corkboard crowded with photos, maps, and notes dominates the wall. Jason's picture sits at the center, surrounded by pool schedules and locker room layouts that refuse to explain anything. The facts are there. The meaning is not. Detective Shaw rubs his face, frustrated. "No cameras in the locker room," he says. "Too many blind spots." Detective Ramirez studies the board quietly. "No fingerprints that don't belong," he adds. "No signs of a struggle." They stand in silence, staring at the evidence. "So what are we missing?" Shaw asks. Ramirez doesn't answer, his eyes tracing patterns only he seems to see. That evening, the sun sinks low as Tyler practices soccer in his backyard. He kicks the ball again and again, harder than necessary, each impact sharp in the quiet air. Inside the house, muffled arguing rises and falls. Voices cut off mid-sentence, then start again, unresolved and familiar. At the edge of the yard, Gage appears, standing still. He watches Tyler without speaking, unnoticed for a moment. Tyler finally looks up and shrugs, half smiling, tired. "You hear that too?" he asks, nodding toward the house. "All the time," Gage replies. There's no judgment in his voice, just understanding. After a pause that stretches too long, Tyler gestures toward the treehouse. "Want to hang out?" Gage hesitates, then nods and follows. The treehouse creaks as they climb inside, the flashlight beam shaking as it cuts through dust and shadow. The space is tighter than it looks from below. Inside, the quiet presses in. Gage smiles faintly at first. Then the smile fades as dark veins pulse beneath his skin. Faint. Brief. Gone again. He watches the flashlight dance across the walls, then looks at Tyler. "Do you ever wish—" He pauses, choosing the words carefully. "People paid for things?" The flashlight flickers. The question hangs unanswered, heavy in the air before the moment slips away. Later that night, back at the police station, a new photo is added to the corkboard. The pin presses into the cork with a soft pop. The name beneath the photo reads Tyler. Ramirez freezes when he sees it. 2 kids, same neighborhood. He exhales slowly and looks at Shaw. That's not coincidence, he says. That's a pattern. Near midnight, an empty school playground sits under dim lights. Swing smoke?